What's up, everybody? Welcome to Delco, welcome to Dolan's, welcome to Monday Night Waffle, the first night. Keep it going for yourself. Thanks for your participation in this night. What we really want to do is we want to make this start something that matters in Delco, because Delco doesn't have a stand-up comedy night. And now they do, because of you guys. So keep on showing up here every single Monday night. This is the start. This is the shovel going into the ground. We're breaking the ground here on the comedy scene here in Delco. Just want to kind of go over things right in the beginning. Anybody have any questions for me, or any order or anything? I have all that stuff here. I'm gonna be kind of playing a game, and I kind of don't feel like anyone's gonna be playing it with me at all. So what I'll do is between each comic, I'm gonna be playing music, and you might have already heard it already. If you guys are wrestling fans, clap it up if you are. I'm playing like deep cuts of pro wrestling theme songs, if you guys didn't notice. So if you guys need a piece of paper, come grab one. You want to write down every song you hear. If you get them all right, you'll get a prize. I don't know what it is yet, because I don't believe anyone's going to play.
Then we're all winners.
Then we're all winners, yeah.
Nice. It's good to start that way.
So the way it's going to go is, I kind of want it to be this a little bit different than like a regular open mic comedy show. So I want to set this up like it's like a showcase. So I'm going to have some of the announced names. We'll do 10 minutes, and the sign-ups will do 5. And I'm just going to pepper them in between and kind of read how the room's going. So if you get a like from me, if you check over at me and I'm like, hey, maybe you start wrapping it up, and you got like a minute or so left. Just feel it out, see how we feel. Real quick, just because we're recording this here, and it's gonna go live. If anybody has a problem with being recorded, or anybody doesn't want their set recorded or anything like that, let us know, but it's going to be on tape. So considering that it's going to be recorded, I need you guys to gratuitously laugh at stuff. Pretend like what I said is funnier than what it actually is. I'm going to test some things out just to see if I get a good reaction from you guys, okay? So I'm going to play this other game that I don't think anyone's going to play with me. I'm going to throw you this Frisbee. If you don't catch that Frisbee, we can't be friends. The game's called Ultimatum Frisbee. You're supposed to laugh now!
Let me get the Frisbee.
Here's another one. What do you feel directly after you just talk trash about the best hockey player there's ever been? Gretzky. You can sweeten him up a little bit. That was a good one, thank you. That's going to make the reel, appreciate it. I'm thinking about starting my own private investigator firm, but making it Christmas themed. You know what I'm going to call it? Santa Claus. How come we don't ever talk about this enough? The word oops is just the word poops with one of the P's missing. You guys know what the holiest nut is? Amen. You know what the scariest pasta is? Chicken Alfredo. All right, I'm getting you a little warm. What I want you to do is I want you to keep this support going for all of Delco. Give it up for yourselves one more time before we officially get the whole thing started. Okay, you know what I'm surprised that still exists? Libraries. See, all the world's information is on the internet, and everybody's got the internet. So I'm like, why do libraries even exist? I went into a library, and I saw everybody in the library was using the internet inside the library over using the books in the library. And I'm like, I could barely do this. See, you're holding hands with your side piece. You walk up to your girlfriend's front door, and you knock, and you say, "Hey, you mind if we bang in your living room real quick?" That was a punchline. Because I don't know. Does anybody know that I'm a wrestler at all? Does anybody ever watch any of my matches or listen to my podcast? So I bring this drum with me to every match, and I beat the drum before every match, and it represents consistency, like being who you are. And I just love this drum, and I beat it with me every time. So I wanted to make this announcement too. Like anybody who comes up, if you feel like taking a kind of like the sacred wood at the Apollo. I'm gonna keep this right here. You guys beat the drum there. It's not really a bit. It's not really funny. This is just my sincere hopes and dreams. So chuckle at it if you'd like. So I don't mind doing things around the house. That's something about me. I don't mind taking out the garbage. I don't mind running the vacuum. But I don't like being told to do those things. And I don't like being asked to do those things. Like, I was living with a girl, and the dishes were piling up in the sink. And as I was going home from work, I was like, I'm going to walk right in, I'm going to do those dishes right away without her even asking me. She's going to be so pleased. And then I walked in, and there was a note on the fridge that said, "Babe, the dishes are out of control, handle it." And I was like, damn it, I was going to do that anyway. Now it looks like I'm only doing it because she told me to. I hate that. So I took the note and I flipped it over, and on the other side I wrote, "Honey, would you continue to be a miserable, soul-sucking twat that's ruining my life?" And she came in and she read it, and she said, "Damn it, I was going to do that anyway. Now it looks like I'm only doing it because you told me to." Speaking of my real life, I'm getting married to this woman in 3 months.
You overkicked your coverage.
She knows I do that bit, and she still asks me to do things I was going to already do anyway. So now I always just say things like, "Would you continue to be a positive powerhouse of beautifulness? Thank you." When she asks me to do things. But the funny thing was, like, she likes my jokes, and that's a thing that was like automatic. I'm gonna be with this one forever. Guy who decided to bag up animal crap and sell it to people. He was entrepreneurial. We had a party in February, and I told this joke, and it flat. Nobody laughed at all. And I looked to my right, and she was like vibrating, hyperventilating, like stomach holding, and I looked at my brother Brian, and he was like, "That's the one you married, dude. That's the one you married." You guys ever hear that joke?
Hell yeah!
You know who I heard's got a real bad gambling problem? Bette Midler. Thanks for your participation. So we're gonna keep this support going, you guys. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time. I got a couple more things, and I'm gonna pass it off to the next guy. So I want you to give them as big of a round of applause, as big of fake gratuitous laughter as you can do. So I recently lost it on this homeless guy. He started asking me for money, and I, like, for some reason, overshared with him. And I said, "Sir, you probably got more money on you right now than I do." And then he started quoting Bible stuff at me, like really loudly and aggressively quoting the Bible at me. And I looked at him and I said, "In the Bible, they talk about how to treat your neighbors. You don't have a home. You don't have neighbors. None of this shit applies to you." And then the guy looked at me and he went, "Go to hell." I said, "Damn it, I was going to do that anyway. Now it looks like I'm only doing it because you told me to." I hate that. You guys. Tommy and Delco, everybody. Give it up for yourself. I'm really excited to get this whole thing started. Attitude Era in pro wrestling was huge for me. And anybody clap it up if you're an Attitude Era fan of pro wrestling. I love it so much I wanted to have that moniker attached to this show. So one of the comedians is actually wearing an Attitude Era shirt today, and I wanted to bring him up first. Everybody, get up on your feet. Get up on your feet and clap it up for your first performer in the first night of Monday Night Raffle, Nick Adams, everybody.
Oh shit.
So,
Let me mic you up.
I think you're on a touch of it.
There you go.
I had no idea I was first, that's all. How's everybody doing? We good?
Yeah.
I'm not. My best friend died. Yeah, drunk driver. That was his nickname. His real name was Tony. His mom called me and she said, "Hey, Tony died." She was a lot sadder than that, obviously, but she's like, "Do you think that you can tell the rest of your friends the bad news? Because we got a very tight group of friends, you know?" I said, "Yeah, I can do that for you." So I went to the group chat, then I texted the group chat, and I said, "Hey guys, I got some really bad news." And then I just removed Tony from the group chat. Yeah, he don't need to be in there anymore. I got a couple of calls about that one, not gonna lie. My one friend called me, he's like, "No way, that's impossible. I just talked to Tony yesterday." It's like, "Yeah, dude, he died after that." I don't think you know what impossible means. But if I'm being completely honest, I do feel somewhat responsible for his death. I was supposed to be the designated driver that night, but I got too fucked up, you know? I blacked out. You guys ever blacked out before? It's not good. Yeah. The last thing I remember from that night was taking like my 10th shot of tequila, and then the next thing I remember, I'm moving Tony's body into the driver's seat. Thank you. I had to go to his funeral. That was awkward. I don't like funerals. People lie at funerals. Like his girlfriend was up on stage or whatever saying how his favorite activity was hiking. I'm like, I knew this dude for like 10 years. He went hiking like 5 times. His favorite activity was cheating on you. He was so good at it. He was the best. Since we got to know each other a little bit, I got a confession. I hope you guys will hear me out. I accidentally almost sucked my cousin's dick once. What, you guys don't make mistakes or what? He had cancer. Yeah, he was on his deathbed or whatever. And he was like, "Nick, can you believe I'm going to die without knowing what it ever feels like to get a blowjob?" Not on my watch. So I reached for his zipper, and he slapped my hand away with his little cancer hand. Can you believe that shit? He was like, no, dude, I thought you were getting me like an escort or a prostitute. I don't want you to do it. We're not gay. It was so embarrassing, man. Luckily, he died shortly after that because I killed him. I had to. He knew too much. Nothing a pillow and a little pressure couldn't take care of, you know? He was so weak. The cool thing about it, though, is like when they die, when they're that sick, they don't even check how they died. Like the doctor just walked in and put the stethoscope to his chest and was like, yeah, he's gone. I'm like, bro, it's still around your neck. You didn't even put it in your ears. Yeah, I'm surrounded by a lot of death. It's rough. My dad died a couple months ago. This really happened. My dad died the same day Charlie Kirk died. That's how I remember. He died, and it's been like 6 months since then, and we're just now getting my mom to be able to do like regular people activities. And Charlie Kirk's wife is doing arenas, so she's living my dream. You know how crazy that is? He wasn't even doing arenas. That would be like if I got shot and killed right now, and then next month my wife headlines Helium. It's like, how the... She never told a joke in her life. Like,
So you're saying there's a chance?
then she just took his company. She just took his company. Why does she get to do that? Because she's a grieving widow? That sounds like DEI to me. I don't know. Yeah, remember Charlie Kirk had the quote? He said, if he were on a plane and the pilot was black, he would be scared that the pilot wasn't qualified or something. That was really stupid to say. It was like, we all know that the color of your skin doesn't determine if you can fly a plane or not. Your gender does. I'm just kidding. Women can fly planes. Just don't ask them to park it. It's a whole fucking thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah, my wife hates my jokes, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I'm a married man, been married 5 years, but we've been together for 15 years. Since we were teenagers. Yeah. Do you know what that means? That means for 15 years, I've had sex with one woman, she thinks. No, I'm just kidding. I never had sex with another woman while I was with my wife. But I did get a blowjob one time, just one time, and I felt so bad I snitched on myself immediately. I said, honey, please sit down, I gotta confess something to you. I got a blowjob from another woman, and I'm sorry, but we gotta work on your technique. She's so stiff, you know? Yeah, I don't know if you guys get the idea yet, but I got like a reputation for being like a dark comedian. Have you guys caught on? I don't know. I don't really like that though because it makes me feel like there's like people think there's lines I wouldn't cross. There's lines I would never cross. For example, I would never make a joke about a school shooting, but that's personal to me. Because I lost my nephew to a school shooting. Yeah, he's doing life in prison. Yeah, I miss him. The thing is, like, it's genetics, you know? It's like when you're white, the chances become way higher. And I was like, I'm like as white as it gets. I'm Irish Catholic white. There's some of you in here. I can see you guys. Really, right? So you know what that means, right?
Yes.
That means we didn't have good food until we were in our 20s. Like, we don't even know what good food tastes like. Our moms couldn't cook. I know it. My mom couldn't cook. I used to hide my bad report cards behind the seasonings. That joke does a lot better with black crowds. Yeah, they really appreciate the irony on that one. When I do it in front of white crowds, they're just like, fuck, that's a good spot. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? To make a negative into a positive. My mom's terrible cooking actually helped me later in life. Like when it came time to start eating ass. I was ready for that shit, man. I've been eating ass my whole life. Look, you guys are great. I'm Nick Adams. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How we feel? How we feel? We feeling good? You want to get like stupid loud and bring all that support up, dude. How awesome was Nick? That was some dark stuff, but that's what we want. That's what we want. This is raw. This is Delco, yo. Everybody, keep that support going loud as you can for our new friend Rory Douglas.
Let's go. Mic me up. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? First, I want to say compliments to the chef. That burger was super good. It was kind of hard explaining to my daughter what I was eating. You like mozzarella sticks? I got the mozzarella sticks. You see what it says? It's a what?
The big D sticks.
Yeah, the big D sticks.
Yeah.
She asked me what was I eating. I looked at it. I was like, I can't tell my daughter I'm eating big D sticks. Wait a minute. It's not what you say, it's
How you
say it. Like, I'll get into my daughter. She has the speech impediment, like the thucker and thuckatash. She got the big tongue. It's kind of hard to understand what she says to me. You know, she don't call me daddy, she calls me baddie. But it make me feel sexy. Baddie. I'm like, hey, what's up, baby? But she got this sucker and thuckatash. I'm supposed to take the trash out on Thursdays. Here it is, Monday. I ain't take the trash out. She looks at me this morning and says, baddie, you just a dumb fuck. I got in field goal position because I wanted to kick under the kitchen sink. I said, what did you say? She said, yeah, you just a dumb fuck. I was like, oh, wait a minute. So I took my time. You gotta take your time with kids. She was actually saying, daddy, you missed the dump truck. I forgot to take the trash out. That's not what she said, it's how you say it. I said, oh, happy sweating bullets. Another thing, you gotta watch what you say to people and how you say it to people. I was down in Orlando, I asked the driver, I said, can you take me to a funny club? He said, sure, Poppy, I'll take you to a funny club. I said, all right, cool. We pulled up to the front, it was going like it was jumping. I said, oh, this comedy club is nice. Big guys in the front said, you got your ID? I said, yeah, sure, I got my ID. She started patting me down and went in between my legs and held on my hips like 10 seconds too long. Looked me in my eyes. I'm like, get your goddamn hands off me. What's wrong with you? I went right to the bartender like, where's your owner or your bouncer? Is outside, he's tripping. Where's the management? He's like, we don't have any bouncers in here. I was like, oh shit, wrong kind of funny club. Everybody was walking in there like their nails was drying. They wasn't picking their feet up off the floor. Like, I was like, oh shit, have fun. I had to get up out of there. Same night, I had a bad dream. You ever had a dream you was dead? I was dead in the casket like this. The whole family was crying. My daughters was in the front. They was hysterical. You would have thought they was crying. They actually was laughing because I got them in the universal life insurance, the policy and all that, the will. They like, yeah, daddy. I'm dreaming. The worst part of the dream wasn't I was dead. Worst part of the dream was the mortician. He was walking up to me like his nails was drying. He wasn't picking his feet up off the floor. I was knocking on my stomach. I wasn't like, don't say that. No. How about this? Everybody got a partner in here. I heard somebody say they married. Everybody got a partner in here, loved one and all that. Yeah. So me, my dating life, I like a mature woman. But I label them as Scrooge McDucks and Darkwing Ducks. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Like a Darkwing Duck, that's a young girl. She likes an adventure. You can grab her by a throat, slap her on her rear. You hit the bottom, you get in there, it's like... That's the Darkwing Ducks. But the Scrooge McDucks, they come in there with that walker like this, like a cat eat. Come get this, young man. They know what they want. They take their teeth out, mouth look like a pee hole with a tongue in it. You can't grab a Gertrude by a throat, but you know that CPAP cord they sleep with? If you squeeze it till they sound like a hurt dog, like, yes, man, let him go. He said, Bernice, that's my grandma's name. Rip that pamper off, it's like starting a lawnmower. Here's my dating life. My dating life. How about music? They call me radio. They never play me though. I'm from Compton, California, raised Brooklyn and Philly. Right? Toughest hood I ever been in by far is Parenthood though. But I just found out this song, Electric Slide. Anybody ever took in Stray Dogs, Stray Cats? Anybody? Yeah. I took in 2 stray nephews. All right, they get on my damn nerves. But they told me the song Electric Slide, it's not actually a song about dancing. It's a song about vibrators. So I'll tell you this Electric Slide story. I don't smoke, I don't drink, but I was on a date with a dark Wayne duck and she had a vape and a cup holder. I said, you know what, let me calm myself down and smoke this vape, get my nerves cool. Pulled up to the gas station. Oh, thank you, young man. Give it up for the young man with the good mic. Yeah! Teamwork made the dream work. Can you hear me now? Hell yeah! Can you hear me now? Hell yeah! But back to my, so I was on a date. I pulled up to the gas station. I told the young lady, I gave her some money and told her I'll pump it for you. I wasn't talking about the gas. But she went to pump the gas. I seen a vape. I went to hit the vape stick. Chipped my damn tooth. I looked in there. She was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, your vape stick. She said, baby, that's not no vape. It was in a cup holder like, and it smelled like Buffalo Wild Wings. It's electric. It's okay. You can call. Let it out. Let it out. Last thing. Look. Fireball. What y'all think about, if y'all like busting a nut, can you just say, what's up? What's up? Y'all act like y'all don't like, but I thought somebody was gonna be like, woo! So you ain't busting a nut unless you busting eardrums, y'all. Tell you, fellas, it's bad on your organs when you busting that nut and you holding it in. You gotta let it go. You gotta, if you're not sounding like the Pink Panther, Gucci Man, like yeah, brr, you gotta bust that eardrum. All my exes are deaf. They can't hear. You gotta let it go. Let it go. You never made love to a woman that was hearing impaired? No, nobody? I'm telling you, it's fun. It's fun. I had this girl, she was so hot, we didn't even make it from the garage to the bedroom. I kissed her on her mouth, she was like, zzz. I said, oh. Licked her neck, she said, zzz. I bent her over on the car and went in, she was like, I got done, I told her, you know, that means I'm gonna get a warm rag for you, I'll wipe you down. I go to the garage door, my nephew's right behind the door, like, Uncle, why you keep revving your engine? You gonna waste all your gas. I said, oh, pedal to the metal. Speaking of gas, goddamn gas prices. Y'all see these gas prices? Yep. I heard these young men around my way, they were talking about we about to have a cipher. I thought a cipher was like, they were saying, yeah, we about to get some gas and we gonna have a cipher. I was wondering why they had little half water hoses. You know what I'm talking about? I found that it was going inside of people's gas and sucking the gas out of their cars, siphoning the gas out. Y'all ain't see to watch your cars. I pulled up in the truck with a couple of them. Hey, anybody drove here? No, I'm playing. But they called me radio, they never played me though. I don't want to run a light. I ain't got all night here for a good time, not a long time. If y'all have any form of social media, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all one word, they never play me though. I appreciate y'all, Delco. Love us.
Anybody's got that song? Do we know what it is? Do we know what that song is? Anybody got guesses? Are we playing along?
Yes.
Give it up for Rory, guys. Hell yeah. I will never look at somebody with red nails the same again. Never once. You know who I think would be a really good representative for the LGBT community? You know what? I know there's an extra Q in there, and I amended it with the word community. Community. Let's just say that now. The Kool-Aid Man, hear me out. He's always got a smile on his face, he's kicking down walls, he's got AIDS, but it's the cool kind. And if the Kool-Aid Man was a homosexual male, he'd never be a catcher because he's always a pitcher. That's my favorite joke I ever wrote. Everybody, keep those gratuitous claps and those big belly laughs going for our next guy. I'm bringing up right now my buddy Jeff, the biggest chef, Jeff Roser, everybody. Listen to that pop.
All right. This is great. Are we all wrestling fans in here? Yeah. All right, because we're all playing along, right? There's only been 2 theme songs, right? You better have a prize ready, because I will play it. All right, so like I live in Philly. I've moved to Philly for over 20 years now. I moved immediately after high school. Not originally from Philly, though. I grew up in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Are you guys familiar? Yeah. All right. Because like when I moved here, not everybody was familiar, and I felt like I had to explain it to some people. I'm like, kind of like, how could you not know? But the way I would explain it to people is all you really need to know is that Bethlehem, Pennsylvania is the hometown of 2 very notable celebrities. The first one, does anybody know?
Jesus.
Wrong Bethlehem, no.
Good pull.
Better than Jesus, it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The second one, anybody know? Second one is me. Those are only 2 people that you ever need to know. Yeah, me and The Rock, we got a lot in common. We're both from Bethlehem. We both get accused of being on steroids. We were both at WrestleMania 40. He wrestled. I watched. We were both there, though. Like I said, I moved right after high school. On my last day of high school, I was in the principal's office, and the principal looked me right in the eyes. And the last thing he ever said to me was, and I swear this is true, he said, "I'm so glad you're about to graduate, because you are going to get in the real world and you won't amount to shit." Well, I wish he could see me tonight. Just to know how fucking wrong he was. Living out the dream. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'd say I'm probably the biggest wrestling fan here. I have the most wrestling picture on my Instagram right now. It's me at the ECW arena taking a picture with the meat sauce god himself, Virgil, and I am wearing my Corey Castle shirt. That's absolutely true. So yeah, who's your favorite wrestler?
Corey Castle.
Okay.
Keeper.
That's very specific. Mine is Sabu. And on May 11th of last year, my wife and I were supposed to have like a special date night. And while she was at work, Sabu died. She gets off work, she's like, "What are we doing tonight?" I had to like make it seem romantic. I was like, "Oh, no, it'd be kind of cool if we watched Heat Wave 98. So I think it'd be real sexy. I don't know, there's something about this bar that tells me you guys like the Eagles. Go Birds. I'm an Eagles fan, die hard. I live and die by the Eagles. So much so that a couple of years ago, I took a trip to Dallas, Texas. I was in Dallas for a whole week. Like I knew I was in enemy territory. So like I had this idea in my head that I'd wear an Eagles jersey every day I was there. Because I figured I'll wear an Eagles jersey. I'll come across somebody wearing a Cowboys jersey, we'll get into an argument, we'll get into a fight, I'll beat his ass, and I'll rep Philly properly. And it didn't happen. Thing is, the people down there are actually like really nice. I was gonna say, like, I have never gone to a fight in Dallas with somebody wearing a Cowboys jersey. But I have gone to a fight in the parking lot of the Link with somebody wearing the same Eagles jersey that I was. Like I said, I've lived in Philly for 20 years now. One thing I've learned about Philly is that the older the Eagles jersey you see, the worse of a neighborhood you are in. Like if you ever walk and you see a Jalen Hurts jersey, you're in the clear. If you see a Terrell Owens jersey, you are about to get robbed. I was walking home one night, it's like 2 in the morning, I'm walking home, I come across a guy wearing a Jalen Rager jersey. Didn't know what to think. Turned out to be Jalen Rager himself, because that's the only person who would own a Jalen Rager jersey. It's been like 8 years, I still hate that guy. I had a birthday earlier this year. I turned 40. Not feeling great about it. All right. It's weird, because like when I was younger, an older guy once told me I wouldn't live to see 30. God damn, do I wish he was right. That guy had my best interest. I don't know, it's weird, because like ever since I turned 40, people have been like, oh, you don't look your age, like do you have some sort of a secret? I'm like, yeah, drugs and alcohol. They're like, what, staying away, staying sober? I'm like, nope, do them all the time. Work out. I did have to, in my 30s, I did have to give up drugs. I had to admit, party's over, can't do drugs anymore. Like I had to give up weed because it was making me too paranoid. I had to give up coke because it was making me too fun. I had to give up Molly because it was making me love people I actually hate. Oh, hell yeah, you're here just in time for the punchlines. I remember, like, I knew when I was done with drugs. I knew when. It was my 35th birthday. Thing is, I was like, I knew I was hitting my mid-30s. I knew I was kind of getting older. So, like, I had this idea in my head that for my 35th birthday, I was going to go out in the woods by myself and do mushrooms. Yes! I got a bag of mushrooms. I got a cabin out in the woods. I went all the way out there, and I pussed out. I didn't do them. The reason is, last time I did mushrooms, I was 18 years old. And my biggest fear back then is that I'd have a bad trip. But at 40, or 35, I'm sorry. But at 35, my biggest fear about doing mushrooms is that I learned something about myself. That's funnier if I don't fuck up the age. I am kind of learning some stuff about myself as I get older. One thing I'm learning is that I won't let go of anything, like I'll hold a grudge forever, no matter how petty it is. I will hold on to a grudge forever. Like when I was in 7th grade, a kid stole one of my Pokemon cards. I found out a couple of weeks ago that he had died. And I was just like, good. I took it a step further too. I looked up how he died. And it turns out he was murdered. And I was just like, yeah, so he finally stole the wrong person's Pokemon cards. Fucked around and found out. Gotta catch them all. I've also had to come to the conclusion I'll never be rich. Like I'm broke at 40. This is just like a life sentence at this point, you know what I mean? Like I'll never be rich. I realize that because I don't work enough to like make money. I always do the bare minimum to get by. Like I was reading recently that the owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, I think you guys know this is true. That guy makes $130,000 a minute. If I was making that kind of money, I would work 1 minute a year. Like, just enough to live exactly how I live right now. I did the math on it too. A minute a year, that comes to 5 seconds a month. I would work 1 5-second shift every month. I'd still call out all the times. I did a show not too long ago. A couple weeks ago I did a show. And after the show was over, I was hanging out, and a guy from the audience walks up to me, and he goes, hey, I have some advice for you. Don't quit your day job. I said, the joke's on you, man. I'm unemployed. What's great about that joke is when I wrote it, I did have a job. I was making a lot of money. And now I'm actually unemployed. And that's called manifesting. Turns out you actually can speak it into existence. Since I turned 40, I figured it's time. I went and I got myself tested for autism. Figured it's about time. Got my results back. Turns out I'm just weird and inconsiderate. It's all my fault. I grew up religious. In fact, my dad's a Pentecostal pastor. If it's absolutely true, my dad's a Pentecostal pastor. And like a lot of my friends think because I am the way I am and I live the way I do, that must be like a disappointment in my father. But I'm not. When it comes to kids in my family, I'm the middle in age and I'm the middle in disappointment, you know? Because I'm not the best kid, but I'm not the worst kid either. Because like my older sister was a therapist who went to Michigan State. I'm a comedian who went to Penn State. My brother's a sex offender who went upstate. So I am, compared to him, I'm doing all right. I just want to be clear that that's just a joke. I'm just yanking her chain. Just playing around. I went to Temple. Go Owls.
You could have chose anywhere.
What was that?
You could have chose anywhere.
You mean to go to college?
You chose Temple.
Oh, yeah.
That was the commercial.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, the truth is I went to community college. I just kind of say Temple because... All right. I got married last year. Thank you. Cool, because I'm in an interracial relationship. Clap it up for that. Thank you. I'm white. My wife is Italian. My wife is Italian and she is from New Jersey. And I've been trying to understand her culture and understand her heritage. So we've been watching The Sopranos together, and we're watching one of the scenes where they're hanging out in the Bada Bing, that strip club. And in the middle of it, she turns to me and she goes, "I can never be a stripper. I just gonna be fake nice to men all day." And I was like, "That's why you can't be a stripper? You can't work in customer service?" Like, I get it sucks, but we just watched Silvio backhand a girl for talking back. Like, her. That's also not the worst part. I have gotten lap dances from strippers who are actively regretting all their life decisions. It did not bother me one bit. How much time do I have left?
I'm not timing it.
Oh, man.
I'm not timing it at all.
Okay.
1 minute.
I love what you're doing. Keep going, Tia.
All right. Did you say it's vibes or?
Yes.
Okay, is that a good thing? I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's it's fine.
You're, okay. Okay. I've been getting into acting a little bit. I've been doing comedy for a while, but I've been getting into acting. Like, this past Sunday, one of my comedy buddies, he told me he got cast into something real big, like a real big project, and I acted like I was happy for him. It's really, I hate his guts now. I feel like I should end on something funny. How do you guys feel about, is anybody here on Ozempic? Alright. Because I don't like Ozempic. It honestly makes me kind of angry. Because about 15 years ago, well before Ozempic was a thing, I lost over 100 pounds. It's absolutely true. And the thing is, I put in the work to do it the old-fashioned way, and I just watched what I ate. I watched as I threw it up into the toilet. It's old-fashioned way. No, I don't like Ozempic because I feel like it's kind of like an unnecessary. I feel like if you're going to inject something to lose weight, just have some fun and do heroin. Because it's just, first of all, you can't tell me it doesn't work. I drive through Kensington all the time. Those people are skinny. And you also know the side effects of heroin. We all know that class action lawsuit is coming for the makers of Ozempic. Heroin's been around for over 60 years. There has not been one lawsuit against the makers of heroin. You know what you're getting. And you know the side effects too. And they're not all bad. There are some good side effects to heroin. Like if you're on heroin, you might make some really good music. All that 90s Seattle music, my favorite music, all brought to us by heroin. You don't get Nevermind without heroin. What's Ozempic music? Meghan Trainor and Lizzo? Heroin has Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Jimi Hendrix, Aerosmith. And there are negative side effects to doing heroin too. I'm not dumb. I know that there are negative side effects to doing heroin. You might get addicted. You might ruin your life. You might become a member of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right, guys, I am about to get out of here. Just before I do, I want to let you guys know that I'm available for birthday parties. Thank you. Not to perform, I just want to be invited, please. All right, I'm going over.
Anybody get that one? Anybody know this one? Brought to you by heroin. So just like keep it going, clap it up. And this has been a fun variety of things. We just want to bring something different to Delco. With that being said, I want to tell everybody this: keep your support up. We're gonna try something brand new right now that we haven't tried at a comedy night anywhere, because especially not in Delco. But give it up for Macho Man, Matty Ice.
Really? I signed up for 8 spots. I signed up for the 8th spot.
I think you know the guy.
Jesus Christ. This fucking guy comes in here and thinks he owns the place the first fucking night. Jesus fucking Christ. I got my shitty notes. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I never did this before, but I could always have a couple drinks and talk some shit. So that's what I'm gonna do. Corey, my idea. So I managed. So PJ. We were the ones running around trying to fix the damn mic, so I had to give it up for the on the microphone real quick. Listen. We're creating the buzz. You said it, Corey. Well said. This is the first night we're doing this, guys. I'm sitting over there flabbergasted. PJ's down there. I think he left because he's so mad at me because he told me. I said to PJ, the owner of this place, PJ Dolan, I said, I can fix it. All I gotta do is shut off that TV right there and we'll be good. And he said, don't do a damn thing, you're gonna fuck the whole thing up. And as soon as I hit that fucking thing, fucking Rory got up and the whole thing got fucked up. So, no, it didn't. So, just real quick, the thing that I'm observing here for your guys' sake, if you hold this mic real close to your face, now that PJ adjusted that, and that cable box is off, yeah, it worked. Now, he's not even down there. I would never talk bad to him, but I would hold that. We're gonna get this thing figured out, number one, because this is awesome, Corey. Look at this shit.
Woo! Give it up to them.
Way more of a crowd than your fiance ever brings when she sees here. She didn't even hear me burn.
Wait, I was tagging you guys in a post.
I was busted. Alright, so where I'm at, I guess that's my intro. I grew up right down the street in a little town called Eddystone. We go by E-Rock. I recently moved on up like the Joneses. I'm in Ridley Park now. I live in the Parker condominiums, a block down the street. I have a girlfriend, but I don't mind fucking if anyone likes the way I look up here. Right, Jody? Right, Jamie? We've had multiple threesomes right upstairs with the Philly sports guy and Delco Dom right upstairs. Oh, no. We got 4 G's in the business. I love you, PSG. I'm just winging it, guys. I have notes, so I'm gonna get to my notes, but so, dude, PSG is a beast. This guy right here. Any comedians who really take this shit seriously and want to talk to him in the Philadelphia area, when it comes to like Philadelphia and Eagles, we're a sports bar. So this is new for us. It's a little different. But this guy has, Jamie, can I safely say that you have the most followers when it comes to Philadelphia influencers and all that?
Yeah, I probably don't, but I understand.
He's at least top 3 in the Philadelphia Delco Bucks area. Well, I went to multiple games with him. This man, this Navy veteran, takes more pictures with kids and families and does it. And his beautiful girlfriend Jody stands right by his side. He's the man.
Go on taking the pictures.
And he does a lot for this place, and I love him. And this was kind of his brainchild with his show. And me and Corey have been talking about this for a goddamn year. And I finally talked PJ into it. I said, yo, this guy's gonna message you, talk to him, let's do it. And here we are, give it up.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
So, I got a lot of nicknames and alter egos. I'm a fucking psycho. Ask my girlfriend, she bartends right next door. But don't go next door, it's a piece of shit bar. Don't go there. She's working tonight, actually. She was like, really? You're gonna play in the best comedy night in Delco on my fucking night at the bar right next door? I was like, yeah, that's what we do, babe. Dolan's is the best bar in Delco. So, real quick, if anyone's hungry, we have delicious smash burgers and mozzarella sticks. The mozzarella sticks are a little different. Like, we went and picked them out. Yeah, listen, look at Alyssa. She's jerking off the mozzarella stick. If you can make the cheese come out of the top of that, you're gonna marry her. That's who you're marrying.
Deeper. Forever.
So, my name's Matty Ice. I live down the street. I helped Corey set this up. This has been like a year in the works of he's been breaking my balls for a year when Alyssa and her band have been playing here, the Messed Up Duo. They're fucking awesome. They bring the fucking heat every time. And it's beautiful. So let me just get to my notes. My intro is done. Time check. I addressed the mic situation. If you need any food or drinks, we don't have a cocktail server. Go to the damn bar. Talk to Big Ryan Everly. He's sexy as hell. Tell him what you want. We'll get it there as soon as we can. So, when I was younger, I need a drink. My voice is fucked up. And I'm shaking. Do all you guys professionals shake when you're fucking up here? Is that like that's a thing?
Only my thighs.
Great work. Oh, Corey, I had an idea. When somebody's going too long, like I am right now, you just start hitting your bongos and tell them to get the fuck off the stage. Take that for what it is. I don't give a shit. All right, so when I was growing up, man, I grew up right down the street in Eddystone, a little town outside of Chester, PA, the pride of Delco. Not. Let's talk about racism real quick.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
So when I was young, I grew up. I had a great group of friends, and we loved movies and impressions. So I could always do impressions. So I was thinking about what the hell I would do tonight, because I knew I had to make an impact. Because I love this place, man. This place changed my life. I've been bartending here for 6 years, and about 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, PJ Dolan, the owner, gave me the keys to the social media, Dolan's. And we just get 10K, fucking huge on Facebook. Follow the shit out of this, please, dude. I've been, all the bars pop up on my thing, and we have the biggest, so I haven't seen a bar in Delaware County in this area. Havertown's big, there's a lot, but there's not a single bar that I've seen yet when you're doom scrolling. That's what the kids, doom scrolling, is that a thing? Nobody has 10K, and we fucking do. We just did it a month ago, so I'm pumped. So somebody told me it's a WWF night, and I could always do. I got a little rasp in my voice, and my favorite wrestler of all time was always Macho Man Randy Savage. So I figured I would just talk some shit for like a couple minutes, and then just do some crowd work as Macho Man Randy Savage. Does that sound cool? So if I come up,
Do it.
you. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing tonight, but I'm up here with a mic stand. I like you, and you got a great purse there. What kind of purse is that? It doesn't matter what kind of purse it is. Doesn't matter, but you look great. I'm telling you. Who's your friend here, Alyssa?
His wife.
Be quicker than that. What's her name? What's her name? Where's she from?
Diane, Bucks County.
We got Diane from Bucks County. She looks good. She's got a great wool sweater on. Where'd you get that sweater? It doesn't matter where you got the sweater. My own camera.
The camera's following you.
This guy over here, he's bald. He looks very strong. I figure I'd fuck with him in a minute. Do you mind, sir? What's your name?
Jim.
Jim, where are you from, Jim?
Delaware.
Delaware. He's got a strong voice. Is it deeper than mine?
No.
It's definitely not deeper. I can get crazy if you want me to, but I won't because you look strong and you got a beautiful wife. Just real quick, just so everyone in the place knows, all the talent, the microphones, they might buzz, but they can go behind the bar. We got a blind guy. You guys are over there talking shit, and you can all have eyes to see. Mr. Mike, let's hear you. What's your name?
Johnny,
Goes by Johnny. How does it feel not to be able to see?
doesn't feel like anything's just dark.
That's what I thought, Johnny. I was thinking the same thing up there over here with you. What length is your cane?
Big enough to fuck around.
I'm gonna end on that note. I'm gonna talk to Ryan. Ryan, I'll tell you what, man. You're on Mondays. You're not that good. Here's yesterday's newspaper. You're old news. You're out of here. Now, Ryan's doing a great job. Give it up for Ryan. I'm gonna shut the hell up. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna give it back to Corey. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. Keep coming back. We're gonna make it better every fucking night. Yeah.
God dang, that was good, huh? That was fun. We're right about the halfway point now. How's everyone feeling? Keep that energy up as high as you can get it. We're going to keep going. Everybody make noise for and Brightside. Wait with them, my bad.
Bird thistle. Bird thistle. Can I get the mic stand?
Oh, it won't fit in there.
Okay, well.
That's what she said.
Okay. This can be interesting. Well, I have a sore throat, and so you're going to have to be kind of quiet if you want to hear my awesome jokes. Sorry about that. And I didn't bring my own personal mic stand. I don't know, I wish I had. That's all right. So I may be the oldest person in the bar. I'm kind of getting used to that. One of the least favorite things about comedy. I want to talk about the shoes for a second. They're yellow, so you think that's kind of cute. They're yellow, but if you look a little deeper, you can see they're also ugly. They're made by a company called Ortho Feet. If you wear shoes made by a company called Ortho Feet, at least two things are true. First, they're super comfortable, and they are. And second, you will never have sex again. Sorry. I'm a teacher. I was a teacher for 29 years, so I'm broke. I have a car. My car is almost old enough to get its own driver's license. When my car is old enough to drink, we are all in pretty big trouble. I like the summer, like most teachers in the summer. Things get very relaxed. Sometimes my hygiene standards get a little lax too. In the summer, you know, teachers, right? Sometimes I stop shaving my legs. And sometimes I even grow a beard. Not on my face. I have 3 yappy little dogs, but I don't have any cats, so I won't be talking about my pussy, much to everybody's relief. My dogs are named after, am I going to get 45 minutes like everybody else? My dogs are named after cities that were important to me. The oldest one is named Paris, the middle one is named London, and the smallest one is named Upper Providence Township. Sometimes in the summer, I teach in China, make a little extra money, have a few adventures. It's a lot of fun, not as much fun as they're having. But to get to China, it can be like 38, 40 hours of travel. When you sit on a plane for 38, 48 hours, and of course I'm a teacher, so you're in coach, things don't smell too good when you finally make it to your destination. I was generally going to Beijing, sometimes Shanghai, but usually by Beijing, and occasionally they would lose my luggage. When you get to Beijing at 2 o'clock in the morning after sitting on a plane for 38 hours and you're going to have to teach in about 12 hours, you're pretty desperate to find some new clothes. But here's the problem for me. When I go to China, I'm the fattest person in China. So when I hit Beijing at 2 o'clock in the morning, the only options for me are the tourist kiosks. They're the ones that are still open. But here's the problem. In Beijing, the most popular t-shirt at the tourist kiosk says, I heart BJ. And that is not a t-shirt I'm going to teach children wearing. So what I had to do the last time was I just bought a t-shirt with random Chinese characters, which is a very dangerous thing to do. As I found out the next day, and my students were all laughing and pointing at me, and they said, Professor Ann, your t-shirt. And I was like, okay, what does it say? And they said, it says, look at this stupid tourist. So I said, at least it's just a t-shirt and I didn't get the tattoo. Yeah. So, broke teacher, I'm always, oh, is that the like? Oh yeah, that's the last joke then. I'm always looking for ways to make extra money. If you ever hold your Play-Doh, you know Play-Doh, something children eat? Well, play with, okay? You're not supposed to actually eat Play-Doh, but it is edible. That's its marketing thing, that if you eat it, you will not die, which is a good thing. So I thought, what if I came up with edible modeling clay that actually tasted good, like tasted like something you want to eat? So I thought of one flavor for your main course would be mozzarella and tomato, and we'll call that pizza dough. Then for dessert, we can have chocolate chip flavor. It'll be cookie dough. And then just as a side, pickle flavor. And we'll call that dildo. Thank you.
Hand for a pickle, everybody. Make some noise. Are we keeping track? Everybody give it up for Pops Leonard, please. Keep it going. Keep it loud and proud. This is Delco, yo. Dolan.
Keep it going, Corey! Come on, Delco! Goodness gracious, that was a bit of a surprise. Here, this is the first joke of the night. It won't fit. Too much girth? Go ahead, fill in the blank. That's what she said. I'm Pops Leonard. A lot of you may know this about me. I am a local sex symbol. Oh yeah, in Conshohocken. You know, you gotta set the bar just right. For me, it's wonderful. It's a big burden being a sex symbol in Conshohocken because I have to go to the gym. I have to work out. I have to take a lot of vitamins. Ann knows this. I take so many vitamins that sex with me is like sex with a maraca. Well, maybe a hand job, you know. You get that mozzarella stick, you just show.
Oh, we're out, man.
She's good.
Yeah. Clean up well.
Half dozen mott sticks and she is ready to go. You know, when I got divorced, my daughter said, Pops, you're not allowed to date young women. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. No, they said, you date young girls, it's creepy, you're like a cradle robber. I'm like, okay. The only problem is now I date old women and I'm a grave robber. I got that. I do have the McCafferty Funeral Home on speed dial, you know, because I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to send the deceased home in an Uber X. That's not nice. It scares the driver. Although I am a big tipper. It's weird. When I try to date young women, I will tell you this. I do not believe that I have the physical capability. You know, for me, dating young women is like trying to drive a Lamborghini. I don't do enough yoga to get into go position. Oh no, I don't bend that way. And it's upsetting to me because my feeling is, if a first responder's got to take me out of a Lamborghini because my back's seized up, I mean, he's not gonna feel any compassion. No way. No, I'm a loser, right? Just some old fart, tiny dick in a hot car. But if I'm dating a young girl and I get stuck in there, oh wow, the first responders are high-fiving me. Big win, big win. I did date a fun little young lady. She said, Pops, I'm getting you some fun, sex-positive toys. Something for safe sex. And I was like, okay. I'm game. Pops is game. You know. She goes, I'm going to get you a new cock ring. And That's right, folks. I said cock ring on the first night in Delco. The only problem was, it was a medic alert bracelet. So now I can say, hey, I've fallen, but I'm still up.
Oh, so sorry.
Thank you. One of the really crazy things about trying to stay in shape, take the vitamins. I was over at my sister's and I heard that if you take glucosamine, it's good for the joints, you know what I mean? You get limber, you do the hula, you know, Anne's reminiscing about the hula. You gotta get rid of the shoes. But, like an idiot, I'm at my sister's, I'm rummaging through her medicine cabinet, and I see, oh my God, there's the glucosamine, and I wolfed down a handful. I later find that I took the dog's glucosamine. It's not good, but not fatal, it's not terrible. The only problem is every time the Amazon guy delivers, I get a raging hard-on. And I can hear the Mr. Softy truck coming from like a mile away. All right, Howard Town, keep your hands together for Corey. Thank you for filming this.
You clocking that? Anybody clocking that? Everybody's good? Well, find it, everybody. Keep it going. We want the support going from Delco. We're building this, guys. We're building this. And we want that same support going. Keep going. Virginia Cannon, everybody.
Here I am. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going for Corey. You guys like impressions though, huh? Yeah, this is my impression of an angry chicken. Fuck off! Broke the ice, you broke the ice. It's good to be here. I'm actually not from this area. I grew up in Minnesota. Don't you know, eh? I had to drop the accent though when I became sexually active. I'm like, this is not gonna, It's like, hey, you wanna go? Oh, you betcha. You sound like Luigi bouncing, Mario bouncing on Luigi. In that game, and couldn't have that. But then I came to Delco and I felt much better about the accent. The fucking water ice. Fuck. But I am happy to be here because I'm actually a 2-time cancer survivor, baby. Hell yeah. 2 different kinds. Unfortunately, my ex's birthday is July 19th. Whoever named that zodiac sign had it out for somebody. I can never date a cancer again. It's not personal, it's just triggering. You got it! Who got it? That one takes a minute. But I figured if I could survive him, thyroid cancer would be no problem.
Yeah. 2 for 2?
Yeah, what?
2 for 2.
Yeah, you have it?
2 for 2.
Alyssa. No way.
Gina.
You what? We know each other. It's
No
okay.
way.
We'll talk cancer later, girl time. Yeah, it's a light topic. I've been cancer-free since 2021, so thank you. Yay for not dying. I do have some new triggers now, though. Like, I have not listened to the song My Humps, My Lovely Lady Humps in years. A little too triggering. And being in the entertainment industry is a little bit nerve-wracking. I know one of these days I'm going to be like, hey, where are we rehearsing this thing? And they'll be like, stage 4. Airports are the worst, though. Like, who the fuck decided on the word terminal? Choice words with them. But, yeah, I am single. Anyone else? Nice. That's more energy than I usually get. Usually it's like, almost dying. You guys on the apps? No. Yeah? Okay, nice. Which one's your favorite?
None.
I can't say it because it's too revealing.
Okay, that's fine. You can keep it to yourself. My favorite is DoorDash. Yeah, it's a good one. And yeah, I'm trying to date kind of, but it's a little bit challenging with my health, and I've also been dealing with 4 major mental health issues for a while. 3 kids and an ex-husband. Yes. I love my kids. They're great. Anyone else have kids? Any parents in here? Nice. You guys together? How many kids do you have? 4. 4? Are you Mormon? What?
No, he came with 2.
Oh, I see. It's a blended family. Do they ever say anything that's just like, what the fuck, or you have to bite your tongue, or
Yes.
anything? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an example real quick? No.
No.
Alright.
That shudder.
Like,
Yeah, the other day, so I have to take about 14 health supplements every morning, and I can do it like in one gulp. So, which I think is a bragging in a nursing home. And my youngest, she saw me do this one time, and she was like, "Wow, Mom, you are really good at swallowing." Like, you're not the first person to tell me that, bro. Yeah, they really do say the darndest things. They're lots of fun. But I don't really know what to put on the dating apps when I'm looking for. You have to put your dating goals, etc. And I have a lot going on, so for me, it's always just like friends with benefits, health benefits. Forget a sugar daddy, I need a Medi-Daddy stat nurse. I will do things without low deductibles, sir. BJ's for low copays, baby. Put that on a shirt and see what happens. Gotta make do. I'm trying to make more money. It's tough times. I'm just a stay-at-home single mom comedian. And I have been tempted to start an OF. Only feet. Yeah, I still feel weird about it though. I want to find all those tohos. I do feel weird about it as a mom still. Like, no judgment. Personally, I'm like, ugh, it's still a little icky. So when I do start it, and I will, it's my only goal for this year, I decided that I'm going to donate half of what I earn to Tom's shoes. So if you care about children's feet, go check out mine, Get some shoes. Toesfortops.com. Any feet people out there? No? Oh? All right. Remember that. Toesfortops.com.
You're all afraid to say.
I know, it's scary. It's okay. This is a safe space, mostly. I've also been kind of getting into smut. And you guys know what smut is? There's a smut right there, yeah? Yeah, if you don't know what it is, it's just slut with an M. It's porn on paper, okay? It's just terribly written books. I tried reading some fantasy smut and realized I was single. Why I was single is because my type isn't out there. My type is alpha werewolf, so shit. I'm gonna be single forever. In a human form, relax you guys, Jesus Christ. But yeah, these books are wild. The male loneliness epidemic, not because of the other guys out there, because of these fucking books, okay? You gotta compete with the books, and I didn't have a cat on my lap, are you kidding me right now? I'd go for a werewolf, but I wouldn't go for a vampire. I was always Team Jacob in Twilight. But there are a couple good things about being with a vampire. For one, he'd be totally cool with period sex. Yeah, he'd be like, I will go down on you not for one. Not for 2. But for 5 to 7 business days. And say what you will about vampires, they are all about consent. They will not come inside unless you invite them to. Oh my gosh, this is just my brain. It's wild up in there. I learned recently that half the population does not have an internal dialogue, which is insane to me. I have like a whole cast of inside out characters in my brain. I identify as they, them at this point. Do you think when non-binary people claimed the pronouns they, them, the schizophrenics were like, the fuck. Those are ours, you humans of a bitch. How? Any non-binary people in here? It could be just one. I say people because I don't know how to insult them. Not that I want to, but do you say son/daughter of a bitch? Sure. Fuck yous, I don't know. We'll work on it. But I'm trying to keep up with the times, and I love the queer community. I put the B in LGBTQIA plus, so I'm a part of the rainbow. And even I get confused though. This funny story. I did a 200-hour yoga teacher training right after my divorce, which is about as good an idea as cutting your own bangs, but it's fine. Yeah, and I got a call from the creator of the program right before it started, and she was like, "Hello, beautiful soul. Unfortunately, your usual teacher can't be with you on the first day. She's with her dad who's transitioning." And I just went, oh, just thinking, wow, what a really supportive, loving, progressive family. She kept talking. Turns out he wasn't giving up his dick, he was giving up the ghost. He was transitioning to the spirit world. And when I realized this, I was like, so sorry, what's his dead name? My name's June Cannon, thank you so much.
Someone trying to pause it? Is someone going to say? We're feeling pretty good, everybody? Well, let me just check in real quick. If you're having a bad time, just leave. But first, clap it up if you're not having a bad time. We want all of Delco to hear you guys here tonight and be like, we gotta come back next week, right? Everybody else, keep your energy up. This guy coming up next, he's embodying that attitude era. Everybody give it up for Greg Williams Jr.
Give it up for your host. That's right. Oh man, I've been in Delco all day. I've been out here all day. I hate the feeling when I walk into a 7-Eleven and I go in there specifically for a glizzies, and there are no glizzies. And before I leave, the cashier's like, "Hey, what are you here for?" And instead of saying, "Oh, we're out," they go, "Hey, we got the big one if you want it." That's what happened to me today. That's right. Yesterday, Easter. That's right. Some of us went to church, some of us didn't. I've been going to church recently. That's right. I wasn't for a while. I was watching online. I got caught during a praise and worship session looking at a fat ass on Instagram. Truthfully, I don't call it praise and worship. I call it worship and praise because for short, that's WAP. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
During the WAP session, I got distracted. God doesn't like when you get distracted. I pulled out my phone and I went to my news feed, and I don't know what's gonna pop up, but it was one of those girl strips fat asses, it was one of those chocolate ones, and I don't know how you get when you see a fat ass, or you look like you know a fat ass when you see one, the way you're just glaring at me. When I see a fat ass like this, I said, "Oh, sweet Jesus." That's what I said. No, it was apparently too loud to stop someone else's WAP, and one of the group leaders came up to me and he pulled me on like he was gonna pray for me, and he didn't. He whispered in my ear. He was like, "It was a fat ass, wasn't it?" Need that IG before we get out of here, young man. Actually, I got a really good church. So someone else called me recently back in January when it was like 5 degrees outside. She was like, "Hey Greg, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on?" And I was like, "I just called, just wanted to watch online." And he was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll see you next week." But I just remember hell was hot. So Nice, thank you. Church. Thank you. All right.
Give it up! Come on.
All right, yeah, thank you. We're not going to hell in this room. That's right. Yeah, church doesn't prepare you for the nipple fetish you can't pull away. You can't pray away. It doesn't do that. I'll stop talking to a girl because she won't play with my nipples. I'm so serious, man. It's a simple ask. I stopped talking to one person one time. Seriously, she wouldn't do it. She just said no. Wouldn't go, left, right, up, down. Wouldn't use her mouth. Nothing. Just said no. And my thing is, if you can't do this small assignment, how can I give you anything bigger? You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? Actually, during 2020, I learned Braille from Harvard. I used that with my COVID time. It was a free class. I learned Braille, and apparently, like the little bumpies around the areola, or this right here, that stands for suck on my titty. I'm just playing, guys. I didn't know Braille. Stevie Wonder who told me this, guys. Oh man, I'm gonna leave you guys, I guess, with something that I guess it's a secret. But I don't really care. I guess it's my truth. I have a problem. I'm attracted to women that everyone else knows is a lesbian except for me. And I don't know how to explain it. I'm still working on a joke, but I'm working on the vision. But it's Raven Simone's fault, all right? And it's from that's so Raven. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And it's like everyone knows. She's like, you should have saw her closet. You should have known. But I tried one time. I had a stud friend. We met at the same barbershop. We got the same haircut. I finally got him, man. No, man. We tried hooking up, but we couldn't get past making out. We kept touching fingertips because we just kept doing all the same moves. You know what I mean? No, it was kind of gay though, making out. That's what it was. We both had Burt's Bees. It was Burt's Bees chapstick. That's what it was, man. Cherry flavor. Sir, were you the lesbian I was hoping? No,
that's a Thursday.
That's a Thursday. Oh yeah. Oh man, you guys are funny. Do I have anything I want to leave you guys with, or should we guys just keep going back to the mic here in Delco down here? That's right. I also came back because I know we said that he brings us with him, but this is from Wakanda, so I'm gonna take this on my way out. That was good, dude. Keep that drum. Hell yeah. There we go. That's my extrovert of the day. There we go. I'm the hitman. I'm Fred Williams Jr.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everybody, give it up for Greg Williams Jr. Go nuts and keep that nuts going. Let's support Delco, man. Let's support Greg Williams. You guys, give it up for yourselves. You've been so kind. Keep that round of applause loud and obnoxious for our next comedian, Max Runner.
So I have been trying to flirt. I saw this beautiful woman at Target in the Blu-ray section. So I asked her, what should I get? She said, Get Lost. Now I'm on season 5. So when I flirt with women, they usually think, does he have a job? Does he have a car? He needs a new dentist. When women flirt with me, I think, I want to eat her pussy. If my mouth goes from hello to an inch from her asshole, there's no in between. Eating pussy is kind of risky. You never know what you're gonna get. I used to date this girl. She was sweet like Jewish apple cake. But between her legs, the gefilte fish. This other girl I was with, super beautiful, way out of my league. Finally, she takes her panties off, and waiting for me is a frog with measles. It was green, slimy, had freckles, these big eyes staring at me. Asked me to rib it.
It's not kosher.
Well, I didn't. Because I was afraid it was going to turn into a prince. I wasn't there for a threesome. This other girl I was with, lifts up her skirt, and it's the forest moon of Endor. Ewoks came running out. C-3PO shuffled out of there. Oh no, we're doomed. I thought I found her clitoris. But it was R2-D2. So by now, you're all wondering about my accent. Everyone who meets me does. And I understand why, because I look like a Republican. But I sound like Dracula. I mean, I sound like my worst fear is garlic. But I look like my worst fear is diversity. I mean, when women hear my voice, they think I'm going to take their blood. But when women see my face, they think I'm going to take their basic human rights. Yeah, people who have only ever heard me speak, they think I sleep in a coffin. But people who have only seen my face, they think I sleep with a rifle. Well, joke's on them, because I do both. But one thing is cool is that women find my accent really attractive. In fact, one time, it made a woman faint. So the Red Cross were doing a blood drive at the mall. I came up to the nurse and I said, "I'm here for blood." She fell right into my arms. Too bad she wasn't my type. You know, I'm a B positive kind of guy. But I have an accent because I'm originally from a country called Latvia. And if you don't know, Latvia is a country in Eastern Europe, and it's really famous for movies. Lots and lots of movies get made there. But only one of those movies is not porn. Yet that is the movie Hostel. I assume some of you have seen it, but those who haven't, basically, some college students get a vacation and have their organs stolen. It's actually kind of boring movie, because that's just regular life in Eastern Europe. But when I saw the movie, I got kicked out of the theater. Because I went, "Oh my God, that's my cousin's house." I would love to be in a movie one day. I'd give a kidney for that. So I got divorced 12 years ago. It's been 12 years since I've been forced to go to Costco or to BJ's. Some guy heckled me for this joke the other day. It's true. He goes, "Huh? I bet it's been 12 years since you got a BJ." I said, "Dude, you must have never been married." So now that I'm single, I'm trying to date. But for some reason, I only appeal to women who are really family-oriented or diabetic. Because they keep calling me daddy and asking me for sugar. I'm just not into that, you know? Like, if they ask me for honey, call me Christopher Robin, oh bother. Show up on a first date in just a red crop top, I'd get 100-acre wood right there. But finally, all these apps, I finally matched with this gorgeous, gorgeous redhead named Ariel. And our conversation just flowed like the ocean. So I asked her out to this amazing seafood restaurant, waiting for her. Door opens, in walks in Ursula. So believe it or not, you guys, I used to work in special education. I worked at this place called Geek Squad. So at work, I had to ask people, is the light in your computer solid or blinking? And they would say all kinds of stuff. Like they would say, it's green, it's square. There was this one guy who said, it's squishy. My very first thought was, dude, what do you do when the doctor asks you the color of your stool? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not what I said. What I said was, so is your head. Apparently that was wrong, because I got written up. So I tried something else. I started asking them, is the light in your computer on, off, or blinking? The very first guy thinks for a while and he goes, well, it's on, and then it's off, and it's on, and then it's off. I'll be honest, I confuse people sometimes too. I mean, I did tech support with a thick accent that's not Indian. It blew people's minds. This one woman, she thought I was in love with her computer because I said that his behavior was erratic. I meant was erratic, like unstable. But I mean, you gotta admit, some laptops can be pretty sexy. Aren't you just right? Makes your dongle perk right up. Yeah, it turns your floppy into a hard disk real quick. So working a job like that would drive anyone to drink. But it drove me to become a marathon runner. I'm actually currently training for my 60th marathon. And did you guys know the hardest part about running a marathon, absolutely the hardest part, is trying to fit it into every conversation afterwards. And running long distances is phenomenal for your muscles. Like, I'm really proud of mine. Of my calves, they put spring in my step. My quads, they let me run distances people don't even drive. But I'm most proud of my glutes. Because during a marathon, they clench, so I don't shit myself. Yeah, after mile 20, that fart will not be a fart. Yeah, keeping those in, that's where you get the medal of the end. And to be a good runner, you have to cross-train, lift weights, stuff like that. So I'm at the gym every single day. And for some reason, every time I sit down in the locker room, a bunch of naked guys with their stuff hanging out just appear in front of me. And you know what I noticed? The smaller a guy's schwanzstücke, the more proud he is of it. But the other day I was sitting down, and then suddenly right there was a dude with a AA battery between his legs. Yeah, that was when it hit me. And now he's dead. No, what hit me is the realization that a man's confidence is inversely proportionate to his penis size, which is why I have crippling anxiety. And I'm even too scared to ask for a spot at the gym. Like, I was benching, and this girl Peggy was there. So finally I worked up the courage to come up to her. You know what comes out of my mouth? Hey Spotty, will you peg me? I mean, will you peg my spot? Well, as it turned out, getting her name wrong was a real sore spot. For me. But I did get to practice my clenching. I'm Max and you're all amazing.
Tell us what to do. Think you can tell us what to win. Make you better. Get ready.
Do we know that song?
Yes.
If you don't know that song, I've got 2 words for you. No? All right. We don't know DX? All right. Anyway, give it up for Max Runner, everybody. Dude, man, that was so funny. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are having as much fun as me. My stomach hurts from how much I'm laughing here. Everybody, we're going to keep this support going, keep going for Veronica Popolo.
God. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Corey. I'll call you Corey, right? Sure. Yeah, no. I won't say his other name. You know, I'll try to be respectful of that. You know, what do we got here? You know, look at all these, hello, you know, middle-aged white people and, you know, maybe 3 sexy ethnics. I think there were like 5 sexy ethnics earlier, but I think 2 of them left. I've been counting all night. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really mention the age of the, you know, black and brown people because, you know, I guess black and brown people are kind of ageless in a way to us whites, you know? I like to think it's probably because they know a little bit more about lotion than us, you know? I mean, who here is really lotioning right out the shower, you know? Like, how many of us is, you know, how often do we really lotion? Are we lotioning like, you know, once a week and once a month? I don't know. I care about these things a lot. I care about them a great deal. But I guess I want to come up here and, you know, talk about how my pussy died today. And that was really hard, you guys. You know, she was a great pussy. She was, you know, very furry. She made a lot of, you know, interesting sounds. You know, her name was Fiona, and you know, I'm gonna miss my pussy a lot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really struggling up here. How am I doing under these lights? Are we scared? Oh, thank you. Yeah. But I think, you know, losing my pussy today, it really inspired me to you know, get the sex change, to finally get a pussy of my own, you know? And you know, that's because I'm a you know, transsexual. Give it up for transsexual. Thank you. You know, how many of us, let's be honest, how many of us are watching the tranny porn? No? I think you are, Noha. I think you are. No, I mean, see, I wouldn't recommend watching the tranny porns. They're not very good looking girls on there, unless you do the OnlyFans, right? You know, you gotta pay for the really good looking ones, my experience. Or at least that's what I like to tell people, you know, if they ask for me. But, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, this mic is really killing me. But you know, it's no surprise that, like, you know, if you're part of the LGBT community, people assume that you do work at Starbucks, and that is the truth. I do work at Starbucks. I'm in remission though. I'm quitting. Thank you. I'm just trying to break those stereotypes, not be, you know, a gay barista. That is, you know, I'm just trying to go against the grain. But the thing is about working at Starbucks is that you know, I feel very maternal towards my customers. You know what I mean? They're kind of like the kids that you know, I have to take care of, but I really resent. You know, I never really wanted them, I never really asked for them. And you know, I see them walking and kind of, you know, just this crawl towards the cash register, and you know, they just like, look at these babies just kind of walking towards me. They need their fix, you know. They need mother's milk, and I have to give it to them. You know, does anybody go to Starbucks? Is anybody my baby? You know, am I getting the time? Oh shit. I'm so sorry. Well, you know, let me just wrap this up, and I guess the thing about you know, why I feel like my customers are my children is that, you know, I gotta take care of them, you know, and I gotta kind of do everything that they say. You know, at Starbucks, you can't really talk back. You have to protect their feelings. a lot, and you know, everybody wants that milk, and it's tough, man. You know, it's a thankless job. It's a lot like motherhood. I think people make that comparison often, but yeah, I don't know. Did I already get the light? I'm so sorry.
So say
Yeah.
go Delco, go Delco.
Oh yes, go Delco. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Where's the glass? Where's the glass?
Anyway, everybody, keep it going. Was that your first time, Monica? That was her first time, everybody. Amazing support system. We're starting something here. Come back next Monday. Come back the Monday after that. We're here every week till Memorial Day. Everybody, keep that support and that love and that motion going towards Mike Mazin, everybody.
Delco, how we doing? All right, shout out to Chef Aaron back there.
Hell yeah!
Cheers. That Dunkin' Burger. It's like a sore dick. Can't beat it.
Hey. Hello.
Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Also, yeah, you got it right.
Oh, I did.
Corey?
Yeah.
Castle?
Yeah.
Pro wrestler?
Sure.
Don't know you. But I did like wrestling when I was younger, but let me age myself real quick. My favorite wrestlers were the Bushwhackers. Which explains a lot. I thought licking people and running away was how you fought. Oh, God. Oh, hello. So, being that I'm that age, a lot of my comic friends said I need to start talking about more relevant current events. So we're going to try that tonight. And here it goes. I have a buddy, he's my war correspondent. He just moved back to Yemen about a year and a half ago. So I get all my information from him. He'll text me in the morning sometimes and say, just woke up, made my coffee, watching the bombs in the distance. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. What the fuck is wrong with him? And they'll ask me, how's the East Coast? Oh, it's great. I had a woman the other night ordered a burger with a gluten-free bun. Came out with a gluten bun. She acted like a bomb went off next to her. So yeah, pretty similar. I don't know. The same people complain about this. I was wondering, when did bread declare war on us? I'm dating myself here again because that was an old thing, but bread declared war on us at one point, and I just don't understand it. How gluten is so difficult. And the same people that hate gluten are the ones that are worried about the draft. No one's drafting you. I'm sorry. You can't even handle a breadstick. You think someone's going to give you a gun? All right. And I think Iran has it all wrong. They don't need to worry about nuclear weapons. If they just flew over and dropped a bunch of croissants on everybody, it'd end about 70% of us. Perfect. This is just shit that's funny to me. That's literally it, but that's fine.
Croissants raining from the sky.
I love croissants raining from the sky. I'm fine with it. I think the burger joke was the best one I had. In other news, how about this Artemis 2 mission? Woo-hoo. Yeah. So I'm like very confused with this. It seems to be that if you believe in NASA and you believe that we're flying to the moon, you're fucking crazy. Because Jimmy in the basement with a ring light and Wi-Fi telling you it's fake, I guess we're all on board with that. I want to send these fuckers up on a rocket, strap their asses on, send them up, and live stream it. Just so I can watch the comments say, CGI, fake, government got to them. This is why I don't trust anybody anymore. It's also the reason I have a hard time making male adult friends. I thought I had some ways of doing it. I was in the bathroom the other day, and there was a guy taking a piss at the urinal at the far end. And sure, there was 6 other urinals open, but I'm an opportunist, and I saw an opportunity to make a friend. So I took to the one right next to him. He had a very good stream going. I can tell you he ate his asparagus too. So when he was done, I said, "Hey buddy, maybe take an extra shake." Now we're dating. So that's gonna work out. The other thing too is men need activities to bond over, right? And I thought I found one. My 7-year-old plays basketball the last 2 years. Has anybody been to a 7-year-old's basketball game? Yeah. It's like watching midgets fight over a live grenade, right? Yeah. No one knows what's going on. The refs don't, the kids don't, and then you get the fucking father in the corner yelling at his kid like it's game 7 of an NBA final. So I thought I had it solved. I decided to start a betting ring. Like a DraftKings for kids. I had all the scores worked out. Brandywine Bears giving 3. That was a good one. I had over-unders. I even decided to do prop bets. And the reason I did prop bets is because my son sucks at basketball. He is horrible. I thought I'd give him an opportunity. So I put out bounties on the other children. I had one father too. He was in on it. And his son was the best. And his son was the best in Delaware for 7-year-olds. And he actually had him shaving points on the games. I don't know why I'm betting on my own games with him, but I was. So every time Tommy missed an easy layup, I was like, "That's my boy." Got him. I got in a lot of trouble for this, especially when I started going to other schools and scouting them out. You're not supposed to stare through the windows of schools. But anyway, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. All right, I'm going to be late for my OnlyFans live, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you.
Give it up for Mike, everybody. Keep it going. We're just about the very end of it. We just got one more guy. I just want everybody to acknowledge yourselves. You're fucking killing it tonight. Excuse me, I don't even curse ever, but I just had to get that out to emphasize how important it was. Everybody, use all your support as loud as you can. Make this be a thing. Everybody wants to come and do comedy at this place, okay? Everybody, give it up for Johnny Ma! Alright. See how it is, Delco. Save the best for last. I got it. Don't worry about it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Yup. Good to be here. Dolan's born and bred here in Delco from Fallcroft. Live right down the street in Prospect Park. You guys are a good-looking crowd. You know that? Guess what? Good looking. It's a bunch of Barbie shapes and shit. That's got your name written all over it. All right. You guys, anybody out there single, married, divorced? Woo! A little bit of everything out there. Woo! Yep. Yeah, I went through a divorce. A divorce a few years back. Hardest part about my divorce is I really just didn't see it coming. Yeah, man, it was sad. I was blindsided by the whole event. I think looking back on it, our biggest issue was we really just didn't see eye to eye. But what are you gonna do? So I got divorced, and I was like, you know what? Let me get on this Tinder thing. It's this new Tinder thing. Maybe I'll hop in there. That'll work. Everyone's telling me how that's working. So I try it, but there's an issue, right? I can't see the pictures of the chicks. So I'm trying to talk to chicks, and I'm sending the pictures to my buddies, and my buddies are dicks, so that just didn't go through. I was like, oh yeah, she's beautiful. Have fun, brother. Yeah, nah. That just didn't work out too well. So I got a new girl now, though. I do. Got a new girl. Yeah, she's actually visually impaired as well. So at first she didn't see me coming, but now she sees me come all the time. But I am half Irish and half Italian, and
unfortunately, all my Italian went to my nuts. So my dick kind of looks like a little emperor sitting on top of a big throne. You know, so she enjoys it as much as she can. She enjoys it as much as she can. I actually play blind baseball, believe it or not. The ball beeps and the bases buzz, and I'm the captain of the Philadelphia Fire beat baseball team. And in 2024, we won the National Beat Baseball Association World Series. And out of 350 blind guys from all over the world, I got MVP of the whole league. There's no punchline there. I just like to brag about that shit. So, but I am taking ladies. I'm sorry, as I mentioned, you know, the scene that come all the time and shit. So, you know, being blind sucks for the most part. There's some cool shit, but most of the time it sucks. You know, the other day I was in my room, bending over. I was trying to pick up in a sock, and I lifted my head up and got punched in the head by my fucking doorknob, man. It was rough, man. It was rough. When you're blind, there's danger in every corner. Just remember that, all right? When you're blind, there's danger around every corner. So, some of you guys remember a few years back, and some of you guys might not like this, but it is what it is. I'm going to tell you anyway, okay? You guys remember a few years back when everybody was kneeling for the national anthem and all that shit was going on? Well, you know what? During that time, I was kneeling as well. And it wasn't because I got anything against cops or I had issues with cops or anything like that. It's because the first words of the national anthem are, "Oh, say, can you see?" Well, no, I can't, you son of a bitch! So I'm kneeling! Shit. But, you know, people ask me a lot of dumbass questions about blindness. Like, oh, how do you do this? And how do you do that? How do you get around? How do you work? I'm like, dude, it's 2026. There's screen readers. Like, I work for the Department of the War, man, on a computer. It's cool. I can figure it out. How do I get around? I get around the same way you do after you had 13 Miller Lights and 5 shots of Fireball, dude. I hop in an Uber, I take a train. I don't know. How do you get around? You just figure it out, right?
Fuck you.
So, you know, I try to think. I try to put myself in other people's shoes, and I go, you know, if I was a blind, if I, you know, was asking a blind person a question about how something could get done, now doing it myself, what would I ask the blind guy? And the question I came up with is, how do you shave your balls? Because I'm not going to lie, it's a little challenging, right? I'm putting power tools down by the golden jewels. You know what I mean? It's a little tricky. But guys, remember what I said. When you're blind, there's danger around every corner. That's my time, guys. Thank you. Dude, thanks everybody for coming out here. Make sure you tell your friends that you had a blast here at Dolan. And you're back here next Monday for Monday Night Raffle. Appreciate your support. Thanks for all the love. Catch you next week, everybody.
Fuck yeah.
Next week we're going to Delco. This is awesome. I have a 17-minute drive home.
It was really good.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun.